Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I just got back from the gym, and on my way to the gym today, I stopped and got my complimentary cup of coffee. Thank you very much. And but I noticed a few things while I was standing in line. I never just walk out with it. I would give them the opportunity to give it to me, and they generally do. Not always, but most of the time. But I got to thinking on the way back from the gym the things that people waste money on a daily basis, and I need your help on this. I don't understand a lot of these things, so please in the comments respond. Let me know what you see people wasting money on. Maybe you waste some money on stuff. One thing I don't understand is daily coffee runs, like Starbucks or Panera. Uh, I just can't see spending $7 or $8 for a cup of coffee. I never will. I have in the past. I'm guilty. I have in the past when I was meeting with someone and we were at Starbucks or somewhere, and I have. But I will no longer do that. I think that's a total waste of money. Now, if you figure out, but a lot of people do this every day, like on their way to work. They'll spend $7, $8 on a cup of coffee. Now you figure that out over a year's time. That's a lot of money. It turns into a lot of money. It doesn't seem much at the time. It's easy to swipe that card, but that's a lot of money. Another thing that's always bothered me, it doesn't bother me, but people want to spend their money on it, and that's bottled water. Now I know a lot of you all drink bottled water, and that's fine. Maybe you don't like the taste of your water around. My wife buys it occasionally if she's out somewhere because she doesn't want to drink pop or anything. Bottled water, but we'll think nothing. We'll think nothing of going into a restaurant or at somebody else's house and drinking their water. I know we drink water most of the time. Hardly ever, other than coffee, a couple cups of coffee in the morning. Hardly ever. I don't understand why people buy bottled water, but that's a choice, I guess. Here's a big one. I used to be very guilty of this. Snacks from a gas station or convenience store. While I was in line this morning, I saw a guy, single guy, obviously a construction worker type guy, hard worker. He had dirty boots and dirty clothes and had one of those reflective vests on. So that's cool. But he had 2 cans of an energy drink. He had 3 or 4 snacks. He had a sandwich. I mean, it was like $25. I was like 2 people behind. It was like $25. He just swipes that card like it's nothing. I think, oh my gosh, I used to be guilty of that. When I was working every day, I wouldn't do that, but I get my coffee, and sometimes I get a sandwich or a slice of pizza or breakfast pizza or something like that. But I just don't understand why people spend money on that stuff. Here's a big one for me. Grocery. You ever been to the grocery store and you're hungry? That's a bad thing to do because everything looks good to you. When I go to the grocery store, I have a list. My wife, when she goes to the grocery store, she has a list. We always have a list. And occasionally we'll buy something extra. But if you have a list, you won't overspend. But I see people just throwing stuff in their cart like it's nothing. And I just don't understand it. Here's another one. Unused gym memberships. Planet Fitness, they have built their empire, and it is a fitness empire based on the fact that people are going to spend money every month and not go to the gym. I think I was reading somewhere where it's like 90% of the people who belong to Planet Fitness go there less than once a month. So they sell a lot of memberships at $15 a month. It used to be 10, but now it's 15. $15 a month. They don't think twice about it. They think, well, I'll start next week, and then next week never happens. Another thing that really blows me, I don't understand this one at all. Maybe some of you younger people that have some of these things can explain it to me. Subscriptions on your phone for this app or that app. I don't understand it. I have 0 apps on my phone that I pay for. And my wife has one. She's really into music and loves to listen to music while she's doing her artwork and doing her chores and things. So she has Spotify. It's $12 a month. It's not a big deal. But they even have commercials on television that says, get rid of these, how to get rid of these unused subscriptions. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but if I look at my credit card bill at the end of the month and see what's on there, but I just don't understand people who have subscriptions, numerous subscriptions, and never use them. Maybe it's nice to be rich. Another one that I've been guilty of in the past, I am no more, and that's lottery tickets. It's a poor man's tax the way I look at it. You rarely see someone that is, you can kind of tell they're middle class or up, and you rarely see them buy lottery tickets. The odds are just totally against you. Now, I have to admit, some of the time that I have bought them, it's when it was way up there, and just give you a little bit of entertainment. But mostly, it's poor people who really can't afford it. Um, Another thing I don't understand is extended warranties on things. Now, I do own a couple extended warranties: not stove, dishwasher, and refrigerator. Back in the day, a refrigerator lasts you 20 or 30 years. Now, with the refrigerators they have now, with all the gizmos and gadgets and ice makers and everything, they just don't. They just don't last. They just don't last. So I got the extended warranty on it. One thing that is kind of a thing for me is uh, retail therapy. I know a lot of people, they'll just go out shopping just because they're bored or whatever. I don't know about you all, but every time I leave the house, I spend money on something. So a lot of times I just don't spend the money. So I just don't go. I just don't go. But anyway, those are just a few of the things I jotted down after I stopped. I didn't jot down things while I was driving. But if you have some comments, please leave some comments on what you spend money on, or that you consider wasteful. Maybe a little treat once in a while, and that's okay. But on a daily basis, we can really blow through a lot of money. And in retirement, I just can't do that anymore. If you got anything out of this, like, subscribe, share it with someone. But until we meet again, I'm going to continue to press on towards the goal.